From the News Channel 5 Network, this is SportsLine.
Welcome to SportsLine, everybody, right here on News Channel 5 Plus. I'm Jon Burton with you for the next hour. Phone lines are open. Plenty to talk about. Great to be with you for the Wednesday extravaganza here. Producer Emila taking your calls. Please be nice to her when you call in. And we'd love to hear from you tonight. A lot going on. We got a lot of Titan stuff to get to later in the hour. We're going to hear from head coach Mike Vrabel, quarterback Ryan Tannehill, and a host of others as well, as the Titans get ready to host the Houston Texans Sunday afternoon. Well, right afternoon at noon over at Nissan Stadium. The one-win Houston Texans. Of course, the Titans going for a 7th consecutive win. They've been red hot ever since that ugly loss to the New York Jets so many weeks ago. And right now the Titans still in that top spot in the AFC. So if the season ended today, they would have home field advantage throughout the AFC playoffs and, more importantly, a bye week to rest up. And dealing with as many injuries as this team has over the course of this season, they could certainly use that. They were back to practice today at Nissan Stadium, or excuse me, at St. Thomas Sports Park, their practice facility. They'll be at Nissan Stadium Sunday at noon against the Houston Texans, and we'll get a feel for what's going on over there in just a little bit. But we begin tonight with hockey. The Nashville Predators back in action tonight. We'll get you an update on how they're doing. Last night they were in Toronto, a 3-0 loss to the Maple Leafs. The Predators shut out. They had gone into that game red hot, really the hottest team in the NHL, 8-1-1 in their last 10 games, including a 4-1-1 road trip. But at least temporarily, the train comes to a halt yesterday. They get shut out. The goalie for Toronto, Campbell, with an incredible game, shutting out the Nashville Predators. They had several good looks during that game, but came up short. So they lose 3-0 last night at the Toronto Maple Leafs. Here is head coach Jon Heins following the loss, addressing the media.
Juice, another great game from him tonight. Jack Campbell on the other side. What did you see from your perspective? What do you think of your effort today?
I thought Juice played well. I thought, I liked our effort. I liked our compete. I thought just some of our puck execution wasn't at the level it needed to be at, where, I think it was multiple. Some of it was the execution where we were turning some pucks over, and, that allowed them to gain some momentum. And then I thought some decisions, whether it was in the offensive zone where we turned some pucks over and gave them easy breakouts, or coming through the neutral zone. So we got to clean that up.
Is that just one of those situations? I mean, you've obviously done very well lately. You feel like those are things that are easily fixable, clean them up, moving forward?
Yeah, for sure.
Coach, even though, they seem to carry the play for Spurs in that game with 3 minutes left, you were still within one shot of tying the game. Just how does that speak to, the way that your team managed to absorb, with the help of your goalie, their pushes, and the fact that you were close in this for the whole thing?
Yeah, our guys, we play hard. We play hard every night. I think, guys play with some strong structure. We get good goaltending. I think just the thing that hurt us tonight was the difference was we had some opportunities in the game where, they had some sustained pressure. I thought a lot of that was generated from us, though. Our execution with the puck and some of our decision making against a good offensive team caused us to be hemmed in a little bit more. And then when we didn't generate enough offense. So I think if we can clean those couple areas up, we'll be better moving forward. Now, in saying that, I thought there were certain times where we had opportunities to be able to score that probably would have got us a little bit momentum on the road, or, backed it off a little bit. And when their guy came up, when he needed to make some big saves, he made them. So we know what we have to fix over the next couple of days here, and we'll get ready for Montreal.
As you say, Montreal Saturday, supposed to go to Ottawa in different circumstances. How do you just see the next few days playing out for your team, and how do you adjust to everything that's going on?
Yeah, we'll travel tomorrow into Montreal. We have 2 days there, so we'll be able to practice. We'll practice both Thursday and Friday and get ready for the game Saturday, so it should be good.
Yeah, you heard Jon Heins, the head coach of the Predators there. The Preds were supposed to be in Ottawa tomorrow night to play the Senators, but that game has been postponed due to COVID-19 issues involving the Ottawa Senators. So the Predators will not play tomorrow night. They'll instead move on to Montreal, where they'll play the Canadiens on Saturday evening. So a couple of extra days to travel, rest, and maybe get some practice time in for the Nashville Predators. Last night, a very physical game in Toronto. And if you don't believe me, just ask Mark Borowiecki, the Predators enforcer. Got into some rough stuff with one of the Toronto players and apparently got poked in the eye. Here's Mark Borowiecki explaining what happened last night.
Or would you assess this one overall tonight for your club?
I don't think it was our best game. I thought they outplayed us. Some pretty long portions in the second period. They tilted the ice there a little bit. For sure, you could see it. I mean, they have so much offensive talent and power. But to our credit, I thought we defended hard. We were competitive the whole game. We worked. It certainly wasn't for a lack of effort. I just don't think it was our best. So, some good things to take away, some bad things to take away. The good thing is we've got a lot of confidence in our group. We're a strong team. We know we can bounce back.
56 minutes, even though, you said they were the better team, you're still one shot away. How much does that drive you when you look at the scoreboard and see that?
Yeah, you said it. As kind of one of the older guys on the team, that was something that I think, it was important for us to focus on after that second period. Hey, we weren't very good that period, but we're down by 1 on the road against one of the better teams in the NHL. We could be in a worse spot. Juice, our goalie, he's world class. Made some incredible saves, as per usual. Seems like a nightly thing for him now, and he kept us in it. He gave us a chance, and unfortunately, we just couldn't convert.
Looked like you got poked in the eye there. What happened?
That was the first, but Wayne's a really tough guy, and it's kind of a heat of the moment thing. We came together in the corner there and mutually decided to go, and I think we both missed our grab, and he got me in the right eye. I mean, I was just going to tuck my chin and throw rights as hard as I could. I couldn't really see out of that eye, but the linesman and Wayne both, I think, were kind of like, let's be smart about this. So I definitely appreciate that. I mean, obviously, he spent some time in Nashville, and I just talked to some of our guys, and they said he's all class. One of the best guys in the league. So appreciate his respect there. We talked a little bit in the box maybe about doing it after, but that kind of a game, 1-0 game, it's got to be a heat of the moment thing, I think. So, but no, much respect to him for being a good guy there.
What about Paul Skrbina via Zoom?
Hey, Mark, I was going to kind of ask you about the thing with Wayne. You said you guys talked, did he did you know he had poked you in the eye? And have you ever had anything like that happen when you were about to get into a fight before?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've never had it happen. I certainly knew he poked me in the eye because it hurt a lot. And I was kind of double vision of that right eye for a good couple of minutes. In hindsight, I probably should have gone to the dressing room. The refs were pretty concerned and gave me an opportunity. But, as a competitive guy, it sucks leaving the rink. So try to tough it out. Luckily, no damage or anything. And again, nothing but class and respect on Wayne's part. And that's the kind of guy I knew he was. And by all accounts, that's the kind of guy he is. And certainly saw it there.
Mark, just kind of a unique situation these next few days as well, obviously for you and to not go to Ottawa at this point, but just from the team perspective as well to have an unexpected break. Just wondering how you see the next few days playing out as you prepare for Montreal Saturday.
Certainly interesting. Again, something that's, we're not really used to. I think we were all hoping for a completely normal year this year, and that's just not the way it's going to be. So it's about being adaptable. I think there's some pluses and minuses. Plus it's a chance to rest and heal up in what's been a pretty intense schedule for us, and is going to continue to be a pretty intense schedule for us. We're really in the meat of our season here. We got 14 and 30 in this month, maybe 15 and 30 next month. So you get a couple of days to kind of lick your wounds and feel better. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't think my mom was real happy. She had a big lasagna planned for me. I was going to go over for dinner. So luckily I'm going to see them in a couple of weeks when they come down to Nashville. But always some pros and cons. As a father, you want to get home and see your son, your wife. But, there's something to be said for being on the road as a group, I think, early in a season. It's a hockey cliche, but it's true. We didn't really have that opportunity last year as much with restrictions and stuff. So for us to be together as a group, it's a good chance to kind of gel and come together.
I know there's been a lot of turnover on their team since you left, but I'm sure you still have friends on that Senators team. Can you just talk a little bit about maybe if you've been in touch with them or what they've been going through?
Given the age of the group, I think I got more in common with the medical staff and the equipment staff there. So that was actually the first thing I did I love those guys, the staff there, the athletic therapy team, the equipment staff, the strength and conditioning staff. Those guys have done more for me in my career than I could ever possibly say or thank them for. So first thing I did was send out a text to all those guys to make sure they were okay and their families. And fortunately, they seemed good. I sent a quick text to Drake Batherson. He's a kid who right from the get-go, I just knew there was something special there, not just in his on-ice play, but him as a person. So, it seems like it's a really tough time, obviously. I mean, that goes without saying, but I'm hoping they all pull through. I think it's probably a good chance for him to reset and kind of refocus and get healthy, especially, guys with families and stuff like that. You don't want to be bringing that stuff home.
Mark Vorvietsky talking about last night's Predators game and the tussle he got into and getting poked in the eye. That can't be fun. It's tough enough to fight somebody in the NHL, and then when you start off the fight by getting poked in the eye, I'm pretty sure it's no picnic. So some good descriptions there. Once again, Predators supposed to be in Ottawa tomorrow night to play the Senators. That will not happen. That game has been postponed due to COVID-19 issues involving the Senators. So the Predators off until Saturday, at least off game-wise, until Saturday night when they skate with the Canadiens in Montreal. Last but not least, let's hear from the goaltender of the Nashville Predators, UC Saros, assessing his performance and his team's performance last night in a 3-0 loss to Toronto.
It's a good team, obviously, and I think we really tried to make an effort to get back into the game, and obviously it was a kind of shitty goal, like the second one. So, their goalie played well, and just couldn't score tonight.
Looked like I know last time Matthews got one in the first, and you made that beautiful save on him. Looks like the camera caught you and him maybe acknowledging that save. Did he say anything to you after that save?
Yeah, he just said a nice save. So I just said thanks, and that was about it.
You've seen a play like that where it looks like the puck is going in, and then it just kind of goes the other way, backspin, like a golf shot.
Oh, the one in the second. Yeah. There's been a couple, I think Toronto had their last game there had the one going the other way. So sometimes those weird bounces happen. So obviously lucky to be on the other side of it tonight.
So what do you take from this is, Mark was just saying it's obviously you're playing one of the best teams in the league, maybe kind of a way to measure yourselves on the road again. But what do you want to take away from this one now as you have a bit of an unexpected break before Saturday against Montreal?
Yeah, it was a good test for us. And I mean, we'll obviously look at some video and we can maybe do a little bit better. But I mean, maybe we're not exactly satisfied tonight. So, I mean, we kind of know what we're capable, but it was another good test tonight.
UC Saros, Predators' #1 goaltender, addressing the media after last night's 3-0 loss to the Maple Leafs in Toronto. All right, that'll do it for the Predators portion of the program. We are all Titans from here on in. Titans getting set to host the Houston Texans Sunday, 12 noon at Nissan Stadium, as they go for a 7th straight win. That would get them to 9-2 and keep that stranglehold on the top spot in the AFC. Looking for a week off and home field advantage throughout the AFC playoffs. We're going to hear from head coach Mike Vrabel straight ahead. Stay with us. Just getting started here on SportsLine on News Channel 5+.